Hey, what's going on there, everyone? Hope you guys are having a good day. Today we are covering this plugin called Advanced Spawners. This is a premium plugin, so as you can see, we got a tiger in the background there. What it does, it uses custom skull textures along with armor stands, and it creates these really cool mob animations that you can make for your server. Along with that, it has a built-in so you can have your own spawner system. So here we have like a raccoon spawner, and it shows the little skull in the spawner. So really cool stuff, and then it stacks them as well, and they can move around. And then you can also upgrade the spawners, so you can upgrade them right here, and then you can also break and place multiple, and you can upgrade it right there, and it tells you all the information, and it does allow you to stack them like so, which is really cool. So that is kind of the core aspects of this specific plugin. So there's the tiger, we got giraffes, we got an octopus. So those are some of the really cool mobs that are included by default. If we do /as command, that will show you your main help menu. The main thing that this video is going to be focusing on is the in-game editor, where you can actually make and customize them without even going into the config, which is so cool. So that is what we're going to be mainly focusing this video on. So if you guys are interested in that, stick around and let's get into it. So now we can get started with using the editor, because this is actually pretty amazing, guys. So here we have all the default mobs. So there's actually 10 included by default, and you can check out each one of these. But specifically, I want to go over how you can edit the specific default ones as well as make your own mobs. So for example, a very simple one is the robot. So here we have the custom head. So this is a head texture as well as the body. So it is very simple. You can actually exit out of the interface, and you can actually view it live, which is so cool, guys. And you can see how it looks in real time, and then you can use your F key or whatever key that you have to swap to your offhand, and it'll bring up the interface again. So here you have the editor settings. So as you see, the robot has 30 health, has the sound of Iron Golem, if it's hostile or not, how much damage it does take, as well as the specific animation that it includes. And you can edit each one of these settings, which is pretty cool. So if you wanted to like change the damage, all you have to do is just change the value, and we can make it a little bit more. So there we go. So down over here, we can actually make a new part to this specific mob. So if we wanted to make a new mob, so we can just type in the new part, and we'll just call this, I don't know, we'll call it like tail or something. Alright, so that is just the specific name of the part. And then you can move it. So if we want to move it down, it gives you this really cool interface with the buttons down here, which is actually really cool, guys. And it moves it in real time, which is so cool. Like, that's actually insane. Never seen anything like this before. So we can actually like move it to a position that we want. Say we want to go up a little bit, and we want to, I don't know, let's go backwards a little bit. So we can go backwards about right there, and let's go down a little bit more. So we can go down, let's go down a little bit about like right there. Alright, so, and if you want to move the parts like in very small increments, you can actually shift and then right click, and then that will actually move it down very small increments as a 0.01 value. So if you have that position set, you can actually go back, and we can toggle the visibility. So most of the time you do want it invisible. And then here you can toggle the size, so if you want it a mini or if you want it a full scale. So let's do like a little mini one for this one. Let's do like a little mini, and then we can actually, let's edit the right leg. So we can edit the right leg, and we can edit the skin and the item that will be displayed. So down over here is your specific saved textures. So if you're working with a lot of textures, you can actually put them in right here, so you can access them very quickly without having to, go in and try to search for them. So since we are working with the leg, we might just need, we can do material, and then now we can do the material, and keep in mind you have to use the specific names for your server version. So I'm going to do iron and then leggings, just like that, and there we go. Now we have a pair of iron leggings for the legs, which is kind of funny, and it doesn't really like match all that well, but we could actually give it like little legs. So if we want to move the legs a little bit more and have it like legs under the robot, that actually might look a little bit better. And then we actually need to move it. So we need to move this forward a little bit more, so I want to move it, keep going. I think that's center right there, and then let's move it up a little bit. We can keep going, and probably about right there. I think that looks pretty good for the most part. So we got little legs, which is pretty funny. So we can stop editing and we can save that. So now if we go back to our selection parts, this is what we have. So we can clone it, we can edit it, or we can just completely remove it. So it is totally up to us, but that is how you make a new part. And then we can go back to the main menu. So now let's see what that looks like. So we do AS spawn mob, and then we're going to be doing the robot. So there we go, his legs are shown right at the bottom. It does look kind of funny, but we might need to move him up a little bit more. But you know, that is what it looks like, and we got some pretty funny animations there. But anyways, so that is how you edit and make some new parts. So let's go ahead and actually make a new mob, and we can design something a little bit more. So let's go back to the AS editor here, and let's go ahead and make our own custom mob. So now we need a name. I'm just gonna call this Striker, and we're gonna sort of model it after me, which is gonna be kind of funny. So here we have the head texture, and I think I want to have a specific, let's go with the browsing textures. And so here we have different categories, so we can do like various monsters. We'll do this a shulker one, because why not? Alright, so we'll go ahead and do that one, and we're just gonna leave the skull texture the same, and we're gonna make this mini. Alright, so now we have the skull texture, and I want to make it like almost like a snake, I guess, in a way. So I'm gonna call I'm just gonna call this 1. Alright, so now I want to make this invisible, and we're going to basically move this part down a little bit, and then we can move it backwards just a little bit, and I think yeah, we'll move it. Yeah, I think we'll call that good right there. So we're gonna save that, and then now we can edit the head texture. So for this, I'm gonna search up a purple block, see if we can just get like a purple block. We'll do like lucky block, I guess. So we'll go ahead and set that texture to a lucky block. So I'm gonna make that a mini texture, and we're going to move that up a little bit, and we're going to move it backwards. And I think that position looks good, and I'm gonna head and make a few more, and then you can enjoy the time lapse. Here is my finished custom mob. Don't even ask what it's supposed to be, because I don't even know. But let's go back to the save categories. So I'm gonna head and spawn my Striker mob to see what he actually looks like. Oh, hey, that's not bad actually. Hey, there he goes. that looks so weird, guys, but hey, that's your custom mob. That is rather freaky, if I say so myself. Just a whole bunch of like lucky blocks. Oh, that looks so weird, but kind of cool at the same time. So he's like a lucky block worm or something. But anyways, guys, that is how you make your own custom mobs for your server using advanced spawners. Pretty fun idea, and there's so much you can do. Pretty amazing. So if you are looking for something that uses armor stance and custom textures for your mobs, this is a plugin for that. So without further ado, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace out.